emotion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide. When I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. I'm a Mac, little baby, know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap, got belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars, still can't relax. Even in these foreign cars, I'm rolling around with the. When I hit hard. Permission to make. I need a round of applause, but I might settle for that.
With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we're not in for ideal baseball weather in this one. It's cold out there, so it'll be interesting to see if that impacts the game at all.
Boog, this is one of those nights where position players want that pitcher to have a nice tempo. Keep things moving. Don't take forever in between pitches because it just makes it colder out there. You get stiffer and you're not ready to make a play like you need to be. So that's the emphasis, I think, on cold nights like this.
It's the Athletics taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. Towing the slab in today's game, Dustin May. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Hard hit left side. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And there's a ball. Rooker in his 4th year, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Up the middle, bats up with it. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. And the A's are gone in order. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting to start, Osvaldo Bido.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one is inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Mookie Betts now. And there's a strike.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Pitch in the dirt, and a count now even up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and the batter now, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Out towards left center. Ohtani in position. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Miguel Andujar. Now this is in the air down the line. Pajes sizing this one up, and that's the 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here in L.A., bottom half of inning number 2. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Swings through that.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
And there's a foul ball. Right through there for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next one misses. 1-2 the count. And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. No score here in the 2nd. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Swinging a foul straight back. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 2nd. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. May back to work. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
You know, these A's definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Luis Urias now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Bats up with it on the run. Sends it over to first. And he gets him. Nicely done. A's go quickly and quietly there. And we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. Foul ball there.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaching for it, makes the catch. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Chris Taylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1. In the air, left field. Soderstrom on his way over. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's a high chopper, and that's a foul ball. The 1-1.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ground ball. Urias over to first, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave 1, still no score. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. On the ground, right side, Taylor. Fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And here is Brent Rooker. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground. Throws to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Line drive. And it's just foul. That was close. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. No runs, one hit, a double, no errors, and one man left. We're midway in the fourth. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the fourth, now the number 2 hitter, Mookie Betts. And that's in there at the knees.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
0-2.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Will Smith to the plate. Fouled off left side. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt, and the count even 1-1. Ground ball left side. Zips it across, and they get the out on Smith. Next to the dish is Freddie. Caught looking his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning, and now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Conforto makes the grab, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. Swings through that one for strike 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
On the ground, right side. 2 down.
He's out.
This is J.J. Bleday. Grounded out his first time. And that's
Counts
too high.
1-0.
And that one misses up and in. 2-0. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, leading off Andy Pajes. Line drive, base hit. Here's Kike Hernandez. Swinging a foul out of play. And that's down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
outside corner. There's a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Pajes on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. And here is Michael Conforto. Popped out and foul ground first time through. That one missed. And a count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line drive. And it stays fair. Pajes on his way to third. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Taylor batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Next offering is down low. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one finds its way through. The throw in, but it's offline. It's 2-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Ohtani in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the A's 0. Back here in L.A., start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Luis Urias. May back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these Athletics definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach. Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Nick Kurtz will hit next. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Conforto flashes the leather on the running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Up the middle. The flip to second. Onto Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the A's nothing.
Some places we go. Just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know.
Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's Mookie Betts. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Tyler Ferguson. He last pitched 2 days ago. Swinging a foul straight back.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a high fly ball. Deep left field. That's back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0-1. 2.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Back to the mound. It hit him. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Has grounded out a couple of times. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throw on to Freeman, and that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And now 1-2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Butler stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around third. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 2-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Dustin May departs, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Luis Garcia gets handed the rock out of the pen, on for his 20th appearance of the year. Miguel Andujar up next for the A's. Garcia over to first, and he's back in on a dive. Garcia, 38 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
On the ground, right side. Oh, nice stop at first. And that's a great play for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Set for the last half of the seventh. And now Andy Pajes. Close but called a ball. And that is ball one. Just missed. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Caught him looking for the K.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Into center. That gets down for a hit. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed.
That's inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there. Strike one. Swings through that one.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and
that's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. One left for LA. They lead it 2-1. We go to the eighth, and now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
he's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
On the ground to third. Hernandez over to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here's Luis Urias, 1 for 2. Fought off foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith down to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And a ground ball to first, and a foul ball. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. And the A's are gone in order. They're down 2-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Mitch Spence.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One down, base is empty. That's off the mark. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Here's Mookie now. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. 2 out, space is empty. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
2 down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the A's 1. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Out front and foul to the left side. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a base hit right there.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
No outs, runner at first. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 in this one. Fouled off. He was late. They're down to their final strike.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
This could end it. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Tap back up the middle. Betts whips it to first on the run. And that is the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect. I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay.